Hey beautiful people, it's Courtney. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I'm back today with another expensive Wish slime review slash haul. So I picked up a ton of slimes from Wish and tried to find some expensive ones along with just some other ones. So I spent a ton of money over there. But anyways, before we hop into it, I'm having another giveaway for the month of May. I just announced my April winner over on my Instagram, but this is for another iPad. So all you have to do to enter is be subscribed to this channel, my vlog channel, and follow both of my Instagrams. I'll link that down below in the description box for you. And as always, these are like always my rules, so it's super simple. Once you're entered for one, you're entered for all the future ones. So for this first slime, I had to get this type of slime again. If you guys saw the last expensive Wish video I did, I got one like this, but it was yellow, but it had those cool sponges in it, but it smelled terrible. So I wanted to pick this one up and see if it was any better. So good news is it didn't have a scent and it came with 2 charms, but it like wasn't very squishy at all. You couldn't make any bubble pops with the sponges or anything. It wasn't as satisfying as I was hoping, so I was a bit disappointed, but it was just kind of like that putty texture that you often get from those kind of websites and stuff. So let's go on to this next one. This next one kind of reminded me of like a candy corn. It gave me like major fall and not Easter vibes, major Halloween vibes. So this was a clay slime. Wow, I really can't talk today. So this was a clay slime and it was very like heavily clay based. So I think it actually had like a little bit of slime, because you guys will see it actually turned into quite a nice slime. This one was super fun to mix together. I love mixing together all the colors, and I actually thought the brown would kind of give it like an ugly-ish color, but it actually turned into a really pretty burnt orange. And the more I played with it, the creamier it got. It was very spreadable, so I really actually enjoyed this one a lot. I thought it was just really fun, really soft, and it didn't like rip or break as sometimes the ones with too much clay tend to do. So I just thought this one was really nice. It was a bit hard to get out of the container, as sometimes happens with these types of slimes and those types of containers, but overall I thought this one was really good and one of my favorites. I had to pick up another palette, and these have become very popular on Wish. I got 2 in the last video, and this was a completely different one. So this one I'm torn on because it was pretty expensive. It was like $17 with shipping and everything, so definitely pricey. You could definitely get some really nice homemade slimes for that price. So the slimes themselves were very subpar. They just were not stretchy, not very clicky, not great for poking. As you could see, they just tore very easily. However, when I placed it in the little palette, the palette was nice, and all the little extras made this so cute. It was really fun to assemble because you had like a little extra baggie for each slime, and they kind of seemed like themed for each of the colors. You'll see this one had more pinks and purples and blues in it. This next one had a lot of oranges. So this one, it was just really nice, and all the extras were super nice, but the slime was what kind of did this one wrong. This one is just, I don't know, I loved it. I think it turned out so pretty once I combined them all together, but the actual like getting to play with it was very like underwhelming. As you guys could see, you could poke it a bit in the container and that's okay, but if you take it out and try to stretch it, it just was not happening and nothing wanted to stay into the slimes. Next, I have another clay-based slime. This one was really vibrant and pretty, so it actually came with 2 charms. I thought I got the first one out, and it didn't seem like there was any other until I felt this one in it, so it was a little bit hard to get out. But this one was a lot worse than the first clay slime I showed you guys. This one was just pure clay. It had a very wet consistency and very like slippery consistency to it. So it didn't really go away the more I mixed it together, as it sometimes does. Sometimes just the clay needs to be mixed up, but it just wasn't very good. It ripped very easily, and you could see in comparison with the one I showed earlier, this one definitely wasn't as good. It had a ton of fallout. It ripped very easily. The only good thing was the colors were super pretty on it, but other than that, I was not a fan of this slime. Next, I have a Phloem, and I really like a lot of the Phloems from Wish. I feel like they're pretty accurate and usually pretty good. So I have tried a few in that come in Ziploc bags. You can't really know what the packaging is going to be when you buy it online. You just have to kind of wait until it shows up. But this one was super hard to get out of the bag, as you could see. I salvaged as much as I could, but it definitely was a lot less than what was in the actual bag. And this Phloem was actually not that great. As you could see, normally with these you could stretch them pretty well and they don't rip or anything, and they pretty much look like a normal homemade Phloem. But this one definitely was very stringy, and it was crunchy, which was nice. It is fun if you just wanted to kind of hold it and play with it, but not very good for stretching, and the packaging wasn't that great. I actually ended up ripping the bag to get out as much as possible, so you do need some other type of container with this. So this wasn't the best Phloem I ever tried, not the worst, but just kind of it fell in the middle. This next slime was very beautiful. As you could see, it was just kind of a mixture of yellow, blue, and pink, and then so it mixed into just kind of a rainbow at the end. So it came topped with some really cute glitters, and it had a really nice starfish. I almost called it a snowflake. It had a really nice starfish charm at the bottom, and it was really big and really cute. I loved this charm. I thought it was so nice, and the slime was absolutely beautiful. It was so pretty. This it's so hard because these slimes are definitely more machine made. I don't think a lot of these are made by hand. Some of them are, but this one definitely does not seem homemade. It was more of the putty texture. It did have some stretch to it, and as is pretty typical, the more you stretch it, the less stretchy it gets, which is kind of odd. So it wasn't very good for poking or anything. It was okay. No bubble pops or anything like that, but it wasn't great for ASMR. But when it comes to just visually pleasing, it definitely was. And if you wanted to just hold this, you could. It was a good amount of slime, so you could almost use it like a stress ball or something, but I wouldn't call this a slime like it was advertised. Alright, you guys, this last slime definitely takes the prize for worst slime. Definitely not the best. This one, it seems like it was supposed to be a cloud slime, and just looking on the package, from the outside, you could tell it looked very gritty, and you could see all that instant snow that's stuck to the container. So it had a ton of fallout and residue, and it didn't hold its form at all. It was just a crumbly mess. It wouldn't stick together. It stuck all to my table and all to my hands as well. So much fallout. It was just crumbly and just, I don't know. The only good thing it was very cookies and cream inspired, and it looked nice, the actual color of it with the black glitter and the charm, but the slime was, as you could see, really bad. Somehow I was able to poke this, and then it just kind of stuck to my table even worse. So overall, this was definitely the worst one, but let me know which one was your favorite and least favorite in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to click on over to the left if you missed my past few videos and want to catch up. And don't forget to enter the giveaway, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.